Hello, my name is Austin. For the past around 8 to 9 months, I've been making videos on this channel, which sounds crazy because it feels like it's been like way longer than that actually. I've mostly been making videos on the type of content I watch on this platform, which is video essays. And they've mainly comprised video essays on pop culture, whether it be like movies or anime or TV shows. But I'll be honest, my interest in that topic has been wavering immensely in the past few months. I haven't cared as much for some reason. I don't find the topic as engaging as I used to in the past. Regardless of why, I just don't really care as much. But to be clear, I care about making video essays. I love writing and producing essays, and I love editing videos. I just don't care that much about the pop culture part. So what does interest me? Well, for the past few months, I've been looking into my interests. I've been looking into music. I want to get into guitar. For the past few years, I've been really into like jogging. I love jogging, and I also want to get into boxing one day. However, my main interest stems from what I study at university. I'm currently in my third year of completing a double major, and I hope to one day use the double major to help prevent or reduce the effects of climate change.
The situation we are witnessing now is the demonstration that climate change is out of control.
From sweltering Spain to schools closed in India, this spring has seen record temperatures worldwide, already established to have been made more likely by climate change.
Scientists have told the BBC they're concerned by the recent run of new climate records being set.
And in my research, I noticed that a lot of people are very apathetic about the whole situation. Now, here's the thing. Many people actually know about the climate crisis. They just don't seem to be as interested. I watched a video made by Vox where they explain why people are so bad at thinking about climate change. And the reason why is because so many people view the problem as so gigantic and out of their field, there's nothing they can actually do to prevent it. And therefore, when you have something so huge that you can't prevent, a normal response is to simply let it go and just not care as much. If you are interested in looking into that video itself, I'll put it in the description for you. But yeah, it seems like climate apathy is a very, very big problem nowadays, to the point where it's really starting to like affect how people think about the climate crisis itself. And that's really troubling because at the end of the day, the climate crisis is a global issue. The only way we can actually help to reduce it is to work together. But since so many people don't seem to like care as much, then nothing can actually be done against it. Which made me think as to like why that is. How come so many people don't seem to care that much about the climate crisis? And that's mainly due to how we speak on it. The problem is so gigantic and complex, it's hard for some people to even comprehend how it even works. And moreover, it is so big that so many people don't see any reason to actually fight it. Because almost every news coverage talks on the topic as if there is no hope. Like it's over, we already fought the battle and we lost, which on some level is actually true. Climate change is happening, there's no point in trying to like reverse it. All we can actually do is help to reduce the effects of it. But regardless of those facts, that doesn't mean we can't do anything about it together. I've been watching a YouTuber recently called Cleo Abram, and she basically is an independent journalist who used to work for Vox, and she now has a channel where she talks about technology, but in a more optimistic way, to make people more excited about the future and less pessimistic about it. And I think that that's such a unique and cool idea that I thought I might actually try to do the same, but mainly for climate change, because on YouTube there are a lot of like extremely interesting and provoking pieces on climate change, but not that many to speak on. And I thought maybe I could use my education to help people better understand the problem in the same way she does. Which is why I want to try a brand new series on this channel called An Inconvenient World, which is still being worked on. Maybe it will change in the future, but we'll see. The main idea is going to be similar to what Chloe Abram does, but for the climate crisis. I'll be speaking on particular topics and news coverage of it, while at the same time trying to reassure people. In other words, the main thesis of this new series is an educationally empathetic look into the climate crisis. Now, what exactly does that even mean? Well, as I said previously, there are two main problems that come up when it comes to the climate crisis and how people think about it. The two are it's way too big and it's way too complex. I'll mainly try to break down the complex aspect of the climate crisis so that people can better understand it. And when it comes to how huge it is, I'm going to try to reduce it down to a more individual and human level. That way people can better understand it. But the main thing I'm trying to do is to make the whole experience more empathetic. Try to reduce apathy as much as possible and make people actually care again. Because hopefully if climate apathy actually reduces, we can start to actually work together to find a better solution. Okay, so how exactly am I going to format this content? It's not going to be a news coverage channel anymore. It's going to be, as before, a video essayist format, because I still love making video essays. However, it's going to be more centered around the climate crisis and the human experience behind it. I'm still not entirely sure how I'm going to make people more empathetic. However, I do remember how I became more empathetic to other people's interests, and that was through video essays. A really good video essayist can make someone care about what they're writing about, even if they have no frame of reference. Of course, there's Chloe Abram, she's really good at doing that. There are a bunch of others as well. A good inspiration for me is Dami Lee, since she talks about architecture in a very interesting and very simple down way for everyone who doesn't know much about it. But my main inspiration is another channel called Steak Bentley, and there's a really good chance you've never heard of it, because Steak Bentley is a YouTube channel that rarely ever uploads. However, when he does, his video essays are always so captivating to watch. I just love how he articulates every point he makes on his videos, which makes me care about what he's talking about, even though I've never played or watched any of the shows or video games he speaks on. So that is the basic idea. I'm going to still make video essays, but mainly speak on the climate crisis and see if I can use the medium of video essays to make people more empathetic on the issue. So I guess this is more of a project than anything. I'm still not sure how it's going to work out. I'm gonna try to make a video every other week, which we'll see how that goes. But for now, that is the plan. It might not work out, it probably won't, but I would still like to try because I think it would be a very interesting direction to take this channel. So yeah, I'm still gonna try and make video essays on pop culture here and there because I still like the topic, but just not as much as I used to. They'll be pretty frantic, I think. Those pop culture video essays, they'll be like here and there whenever I have something I like really want to speak on. But yeah, that's basically where things are moving forward. So hopefully I'll have the next episode up by next week. We'll see how that goes. Because next week I need to like start working on the new semester, because it's starting soon, like very, very soon. So I have to look into that. But yeah, if you think it's a good idea, let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Bye.